This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here with the party staff. Since 1989, they have set the standard for food service and specialty event staffing across multiple cities nationwide. I'm here with Brad. Brad, thanks so much for joining us here today. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. Why don't you share with me how it is that you got involved in this type of industry?
Absolutely. I've been with the party staff since 2011. I started out as a busboy and a dishwasher, and then quickly became a cashier and a host, and that made its way into becoming a server. I was in the restaurants as well as hotels for a number of years, going on 7 to 8 years, and then I decided into college that I wanted to work outside of food and beverage, because at some point we all want out of food and beverage. So I got myself an office job. I worked Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and I liked that. And I did staffing. I did hospital staffing for a number of years, almost 6 years. Then one day there was an opportunity for me to kind of come full circle. There was a staffing position available in this industry. So now, although I started as a server, it kind of came full circle where I sit on the other side of the desk.
You found your spot after many years right there. Let me ask you this. Regardless of it's an intimate home party or a total large corporate event, quite honestly, this is a time where the hosts really want to make sure they look their best. We're talking about a place where impressions are made. Is really what this service is provided for, is for those folks there.
Absolutely. So what we do is we definitely take into consideration what our clients are looking for. So we get a job description from them, and based on their needs, we tailor our service around what they're looking for as well. We do anything from bussers to servers to dishwashers and cooks on a number of multiple levels. So we provide training here in our office as well. So if someone comes in with minimal training or isn't quite sure how to do certain things, we'll certainly give them that training. We also do brief skills assessments. So when a server comes in and applies with us, we're also going to ask them to show us what they already know, so we can assess what skills they already possess.
Excellent. Let's start off, first of all, in your residential services. We're talking about a home party. Really, this should be an opportunity for the host to be able to kick back, relax, have a good time, enjoy their guests. Basically, you help these folks sleep the night before, I imagine.
Absolutely. So what they will do is they'll give us a job description of what they need, or what kind of assistance is needed for their particular party or event. And then we will go ahead and match up a qualified candidate, which we already employ. They'll, generally speaking, will arrive an hour before any event, where they can help the guests set up their, venue or their home. They'll help serve, and depending on the type of service that they're having, whether it's a buffet or a formal dinner, they'll go ahead and, help throughout the entire process or throughout the entire service. And then they'll also help them clean up at the end as well. So we're not there just for the actual service, but we'll help clean up and wash dishes and put away any rentals if they might be used as well. So.
Wonderful. As a person throwing a party myself, I think it should be a fun time, but quite honestly, once you go through all the details, you get quite overwhelmed. It soon can become quite a bit of work. And so you're able to help them with any aspect that they need, and guiding them. Not only that, but tapping into a lot of years of experience that you guys have done this all the time.
Absolutely. So not only that, but people will generally forget certain things. So as a level of service in our office here as well, we're also able to make recommendations based on the type of service that someone wants to provide as well.
You mentioned earlier skill enhancement. Obviously, these skill enhancement classes, you're making sure that when these guys hit the floor, we're talking professionalism is job number one.
Absolutely. So we do what we call skill building seminars. So we'll take the skills that someone already possesses and then build upon them as well. Certain servers and myself coming from a restaurant, catering is a bit different than restaurant work as well. There's pre-setting tables such as the one that we're sitting in front of. So we'll teach someone how to properly set a table. We're going to show them how to set up a buffet as well and manage that buffet. So again, just based on restaurant work versus catering work, it can be very different. So we'll not only take the skills that they have and try to build those, but also teach them new as well.
So not only the professional attire they're wearing, not only the look of the actual table and the setup in the venue, but we're also talking about the attitude as well. I imagine hospitality, from attire to a friendly smile, is what it's taken care of.
Absolutely. So we do indeed do that as well.
You got to be friendly in this type of thing. I imagine folks want to make sure that that you're treating their guests pretty much as good as they would as well.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this: when we move on to the corporate side, home events can be sometimes smaller, a little bit larger, but corporate events, we're talking about hundreds of guests at one time. Is your staffing able to handle that as well?
Absolutely. So right now we are in a time at which we can never employ enough staff. So we're always constantly looking for staff. We right now currently employ about 200 people that are on staff with us in some kind of form or capacity. An individual can work with us as little or as much as they like. So we cater to those that are looking for full-time employment as well as part-time employment. They can work 1 day a week or they can work 40 hours a week based on whatever their preference or whatever their schedules are as well. So we can work with all types of people. We do all types of events as well. So not only do we do the residential work, but we also do corporate events as well, and large corporate events, that being said. So we handle, a large volume of staff as well.
Like you said, I mean, quite a wide variety of people you work with, folks that are detail-oriented, folks that are hospitable. I imagine these captains or event managers you guys have on staff, they have to be pretty quick on their feet, being able to adapt to the changing needs, yet at the same time remaining pretty calm.
Absolutely. And our event captains as well, we're looking for a certain criteria and a work history with us as well. So when someone comes in for employment with us, we're going to assess their work skills or their work habits while they're with us as well. But we are looking for a certain level of experience and professionalism with our event captains as well to make sure they're qualified leaders. And we also make sure that they do have a reputable work history with us as well. And then I have gotten nothing but highest remarks of our event captains for those that we do provide. They're able to, to not only manage our staff, but even, I think they're of a high caliber level of which they can manage even a caterer staff if they needed to oversee some additional staff as well.
That's fantastic. They're going to take as much lead as you provide out there as well. Quite honestly, with a corporate, I mean, this has got to be great for corporate companies because more than not, this turns into a long-term relationship. We're talking about you want to go back, make sure that you service them again, and it really becomes a very customized approach to this type of service.
Absolutely. So we also do direct placement. We offer direct placement. We do temporary to permanent staffing as well. So if someone is looking to employ somebody on a full-time basis and is having trouble finding that candidate themselves, we would help assist them in the recruiting process and the interview process also. So we are looking for candidates looking for, not only for the part-time work, but full-time work to help those clients looking for that as well.
Excellent. I mean, the home parties are fun, corporate events are fun, but I mean, corporate events are serious business. We're talking about your reputation is on the line, your brand's on the line. People are really judging that first impression out there of your company. This has to be something you guys take pretty much job one there.
Absolutely, and that's actually what we pride ourselves on as well. We don't only want to provide a server to someone that needs it, but we want to be able to provide the highest level of server that someone could need as well.
Excellent. Like you mentioned before, you're always looking for folks out there, professionals who want to get in this industry. Let me ask you, you pretty much went the full circle yourself. Why do you think this is a good choice for folks out there who want to get involved in hospitality industry?
It's an awesome opportunity for a lot of candidates for a number of different reasons. My most important reason would just be that of flexibility. We cater to those, again, that are looking for full-time employment as well as part-time. It's great for parents that have even primary jobs that are looking just to supplement income. As well as those that are looking for a main source of income as well. So it really suits them on all kinds of levels in terms of financial needs, as well as the exposure to the events that we do as well. We do a lot of fun events. We work in a lot of different venues as well. And so it's an opportunity for you to kind of work in areas that you wouldn't maybe have access to as well.
Excellent. I mean, obviously the execution on that day is what has made you successful, but also the pre-planning, the stages before. I mean, you have full online client access. Tell me how that program works.
Absolutely. So our clients are able to access our website, and they have a client login at which they can organize dates or even look at quotes and that sorts of things. Or it's called a staff calculator at which they can enter a set number of guests that they're having, and it would give them a basic estimate of how many staff that they might need as well.
Interesting. Here in the west part of the country, you guys are known to have the largest roster, really, of staff of hospitality available out there. Are you, like you said, you're always looking for more folks? How do they contact you?
Absolutely. So there's two ways that they can get a hold of us. They can either email the office directly or they can call us directly.
I mean, you guys really have to be able to adapt quickly, put the proper people in place. Like you said, many times they ask for a certain type of staff or even color of attire. You guys guys are able to really customize that for anyone.
Absolutely. We have a number of different attire options at which we also help provide attire to staff as well. We work very closely with our clients in terms of their needs. So it's always about, doing whatever a client might need as well. Sometimes we will ask for assistance in terms of if a client would like to provide certain attire to that staff person as well while they're working.
Fantastic. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their contact information. First of all, it's just as easy as requesting an event. And when you put the date out there, they're going to find out a little bit about you. They're going to want to find out what exact needs that you need. Maybe it's just a key part of your event, or possibly a total turnkey solution. I mean, they've got everything from servers to bartenders. I mean, it's quite amazing what you guys all have that you can provide out there.
Absolutely, and we're not limited to that as well. If there's something else that a client may need, as long as I am able to, think I have someone on that roster that can help, I'd be willing to help in any other areas as well.
What about the folks that you actually put out there in the venues? Are we talking about, are they vetted? We're talking about background checks. This all takes place on your end.
We go through a very vigorous hiring process, but not too extensive at the same time. But we will hire based on anybody's needs or any client's needs as well. So if there are particular background checks that they needed to be completed, we would make sure that we go ahead and do those as well.
Excellent. Last time, viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their website. On the website, take a look at all the services they provide. We're talking about residential parties. We're talking about corporate events, any event out there in the city. They've been around since 1989. Basically, many cities coming on board here, and that is the Party Staff. Exceptional people, extraordinary service. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.